even start this story? Okay, so here's another story about Seattle. This one is crazy. No one's gonna believe me. It's past Sunday. Me and my roommate decided to go out just to eat. I was gonna go out and eat, and then bam, come right home. He kept on dragging me places I didn't care to go, and I ended up going. After we visited a couple bars, we almost got in a fight. We were down at Capitol Hill. That's like almost Party Central. This guy, crazy road rage, slams his brake in front of a taxi driver, gets out of his car, and goes up to his door. My roommate's like, oh, you wanna fight someone? You wanna fight someone? Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. And after seeing my roommate and a couple other people yelling, get into your car and just go, he decides to get in his car. My roommate decided that wasn't enough. He kept on yelling, kept on yelling. The guy gets in his car, straight up Spartan kicks the hell out of his passenger door. Like there was a footprint, the whole door went in half. And the dude just looked at him, just pissed off, and just drove away calmly. What? If I was that driver, I would have gone out and kicked his ass. I'd pop a cap in his burrito, I don't give a fuck. But that's not the crazy part. The next part, we're just walking around, we end up at an underground bar. That's cool. They suggest another bar. I wanted to go home. I kept on saying to my roommate, bro, you can go by yourself, I don't care. And he's all sloppy drunk. I barely even drank. I didn't want to drink. And he's all, don't worry, bro. Listen, man, listen. I got the Uber. I got the cover at the club. I'll get you some drinks. And I got the Uber back home. And so I was like, no, man, I want to go home. You get your Uber to the club. I'm gonna get my Uber home. So I'll see you later. Uber shows up. I decided to get in the car with him. We're having a jolly old good time with this Egyptian driver. He's cool. We about to party. Hey, outside this club, I'm not kidding you, are vampires, goths. And the whole time I'm just wondering, I'm not gonna fit in. At first I was like, this cannot be the club. This isn't the club that we're looking for. He was like, hey, let's go in, let's go in. And I'm not kidding. I walked into the place feeling like I was Blade. There was vampires all around me, pale skin, eyeliner, leather suits. There was a chick with fangs. That was cool and that was kind of scary. And I'm just walking in there and I see a chick in a white dress and I see that she has bandages on her back. This chick had blood going down the back of her white dress. I know, it sounds weird. This place was Vampire Central. It was Goth Bar Central. This was crazy. As soon as we get up and they say how much it is to get in, my roommate turns around. Hey, how about you get this and I get the drinks. I was like, I didn't want to come here in the first place. So I got a little mad and he paid for me anyways. We walk in, VIP, that's right, VIP walking in like P. Diddy. I didn't give up. But as I'm walking up the stairs, I see this big brute guy. This guy he is the security guard of vampires. I'm not kidding you. 40 years old, piercings all over his face, tattoos, leather jacket, pale as fuck. And I walk up and he's just like, so I'm like, here's my wristband. And then he's all, so I walk past him. There's a table. This is like one of those piercing tables and there's needles everywhere, all kinds of crazy piercing instruments up there and right next to a bar. And I'm kind of excited because I'm like, hey, you know what? This is an experience of a lifetime. Screw it. I just hope that they don't take a bite out of my neck and just take me down like, ah! So I'm watching my 360. I don't care. There's people, I'm talking about like some hardcore leather boots, platforms. They were crazy. Chains, spike bracelets, fangs. Chicks were making out with chicks. Dudes were making out with dudes. This 19-year-old was making out with a 54-year-old. They're bumping and grinding. They're casting spells. They're doing all kinds of crazy things. I don't know what's going on. There's some hardcore, crazy techno. Find that chick with the blood going down her back. I'm like, what happened? She's like, I was hanging from the ceiling. It was so great. And I was like, what? She's like, I was just hanging and it was so euphoric. Oh, it was for 40 minutes. And I'm like, what? What is going on? So I go do my thing. They're all cool. And I shit you not, these are probably the most friendliest, most accepting people I have met in Seattle so far. So I'm like, hey, I just made some friends. Damn. I'm just sitting. Then I see a crowd of people go upstairs. So what do? I go upstairs. Then I see this chick laying on that bench. Guess what? They pull out the needles. They stitch her right in the back. Big bar, like this big. And then they turn her over and put some fish hooks, like these huge fish hooks, huge, right through her knees. They go downstairs and they put her on this little stage thing and it's illuminating all red. And I'm like, oh my God, they about to sacrifice this girl. Oh my God, this is beyond crazy. Did I drink something that is making me trip? Why? Why am I saying this? I turn around again and they got her with strings and they start pulling her up. They're just pulling her up little by little by little by little. She's just starting to float up in the fetal position. So what do? They start swinging her. This chick is hanging by her skin. I'm like, what? And they're swinging her, she's just swinging back and forth. I am watching Criss Angel live. I'm in a whole new world. She pulls out a knife and she cuts the strings that are holding her knees. This chick is now hanging completely from her back skin, and they start swinging her and turning her. I'm really shocked at what is going on and what I've seen. I don't know how to make sense of this. So what do? I get a drink. I start having fun. I go downstairs and I start dancing. I'm not kidding when I'm telling you that this dude is casting spells. I'll put it up right now. Just like horse, where the stars should be. So I'm dancing. Guess what? Another group goes upstairs. Now a guy's doing it. Covered in tattoos. Face piercings, cheeks, nose, lips, both lips, crazy tattoos. Some of them were satanic. It was kind of scary. They go downstairs again. I gotta see this. This chick comes up to me with a cowboy hat and there's little papers in there. Put my hat in there and I grab a little piece of paper. It just says elbow. Turns around, holds it up to the guy. His assistant goes up, puts a fish hook right through his weenus. Grabs a string, attaches it, pulls on a little bit, grabs a 5-pound weight, attaches it to it. Another one, chest, another one, a knee. This dude has at least 7 different 5-pound weights hanging from him. This dude is taking it like a champ, not making a face. He sits there with like a smirk on his face. It was cool, it was crazy, but I don't know. This is, wow. I kind of want to try it. After all these hooks are in him, held down by 5-pound weights, he just sits there and just yells, up. His dude pulls him up. He's spinning and all these weights are just swinging around him. I can't imagine the amount of pain that he's in. He probably really likes it. And to make things worse, they start lightly slapping him and they're all clinking. Ding, 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 ding. It's like a wind chime. Why? This dude is swinging in there for 20 or 30 minutes. They keep on hitting him. And I'm still looking around, waiting for someone to start slicing him up, sucking his blood. This is like Blade. This club is dark. And out of nowhere, all the lights turn up. Everyone kind of looks around. The big vampire security guard says, if you're not working here, the club is closed. Get the fuck out. And I'm like, oh my God. All right. Peace. I'm making my way out. I talked to a couple girls. I got home and I was like scared. I was confused. I didn't know how I felt about it. It was like, it was pretty crazy. I really did not know how to make sense of any of it, other than just to say that Seattle's pretty freaking cool. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. This place is crazy. In my neighborhood, you got drive-bys, you got drug deals, you got gangsters on the block. The next, you're walking a couple blocks down and you're in an underground goth bar, seeing people hang from the ceiling. Damn. I can't wait till my friends come out here and they experience this. That's it for today's episode. I'll see you guys later. Down below, let me know what you want to see more of. Do you want to see challenges? Do you want to see vlogs of Seattle? Do you want more story times? Let me know. I want to know what you guys want to see. I want to bring you more content. And should I grow my mustache out? Taylor said I should grow my mustache out. If I should, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more vlogs, challenges, more stories, comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. And remember, whatever you want, it's yours. Peace. Bonita apple boom. You gotta put me